I want everyone to just go out there, enjoy dancing. This is what you love to do. Take your moment, have fun, smile, dance your heart out.
This thought process around, hey, I really want to do something more diverse, kept bubbling up in the back of my head.
All the hard work and stress is gone. This is the time to just go out there and do what we love and be surrounded by all your hypebees who you love to dance with, okay?
Do you love Hyde? Do you love Hyde? If you love Hyde, make some noise!
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
Creative,
Pride. Dedication.
contagious,
Addictive.
Diverse.
funky,
Talented. Determination. Respect.
family,
Fierce.
Attractive.
sexy,
Rated R.
Love.
The hype is real. You ready?
Hype was founded in the school year between 2004 and 2005. But to get the full story, I had to reach out to two very special individuals.
So yeah, a little bit of context, background. So I graduated in 2007, and when I came to Penn, I actually linked up with another dance group called Penn Musty. I think one thing that I noticed when I was in college at Penn was that all the black kids would, hang out with the black kids, all the Indian kids would hang out with the Indian kids, Asian kids with Asian kids, so on and so forth. And so my sophomore year, actually, Myra, I don't know if she remembers this, she tried out for Musty. And unfortunately, the group didn't feel like, Myra was kind of like stylistic fit. Fast forward to the end of sophomore year, this thought process around, hey, I really want to do something more diverse, kept bubbling up in the back of my head. And I was thought in the back of my head that, like, hey, if I start something, I want to start something fresh, and Myra's exactly the type of person that I want to start something with. I think towards the end of sophomore year, got her on the phone and said, hey, I'm looking to, potentially start something fresh. Is this something you'd be interested in? Myra's like, hey, turns out, like, I've already been thinking about this. I've been linking up with a couple of my girlfriends, and we're thinking about starting this dance troupe called Hype.
Like Akash said, I just didn't feel, even though I really wanted to get accepted into any one of those groups, I didn't feel like I only did that one kind of dance, or I only wanted to do that one kind of dance. And so I felt there was something missing on campus, and it didn't have to be typecast as one genre or type of dance or type of culture. And Akash was thinking the same exact thing, and when we ended up talking, we're like, shoot, this is awesome. Let's do it together. And we ended up literally pulling 8 people together that were just friends and acquaintances. And we're like, look, none of us had dance experience. We all were just like friends and had fun and liked to go out and dance, and so we made it happen.
And as they say, the rest was history. As the years went on and the team grew in size, so did the diversity of its members. With hip-hop dance on the rise, aided by television shows such as America's Best Dance Crew, more and more of these influences found its way into hype style, eventually becoming the hip-hop fusion dance group that stands today. If you were to ask any Penn student or current team member what hype does, one word comes to mind. Show. There's a ton of work to do during the first semester at school, and hype members get to work almost immediately preparing for their incoming show. For the most part.
Our class of newbies, I mean, we're just so excited to welcome them into the Hype family. And right off the bat, we'll teach them some choreo so they can start performing with the full team at gigs throughout the fall semester. But the end game of Hype is really our spring show. And so we jump headfirst into choreo showings, really locking down the pieces we're going to use to bring our show theme to life.
We got the idea for Wolf of Wall Street back in May last year. We started coming up with themes like basically as soon as we get on board. And then we spend the summer writing up a document on how we want the story to progress throughout the show and like what we want each set to entail. And that helps us get a head start in fall with the choreography, the music, costumes and stuff.
But, you know, I have to say the fun and the grind really starts after we come back from winter break.
One of my favorite things about Hype is boot camp. It's something that's really special and unique to Hype. It's 4 days where we're kind of the only people on campus, and all you have to worry about for 4 days is just learning choreography and having fun with your fellow Hypees. It's really rare to have just 4 days to solely dedicate to something, and it's really special to kind of have that time.
As soon as it was over, I wanted to go back and do it all again immediately, because during those, long days and even longer nights, the memories that we made as a team, funny ones, embarrassing ones, sentimental ones, I think those are things that you can never really recreate.
It's also the time when I think show really comes to life. Everyone starts to envision show, they see it coming together, all the pieces kind of fit together, and you can really envision that show that's about to happen in 2 months.
It definitely has changed in the fact that somehow the team is able to accomplish more and just handle logistics even better than the year before, and like every show, somehow just top the previous one.
Hype is really fun.
And there's always good vibes during boot camp. Everyone's so excited to see each other again. When someone walks through the door after, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. When someone comes into Annenberg after not seeing them for a while, and you see all the Hypees run up and give them a hug. It's those moments that are so special and so cute.
I think you could say this about every single year, at least I've been on the team, is that the production value of our shows has just gotten better every single year. I'm talking about the way that we produce our show videos. I'm talking about the dances and the sets. Shout out to Sean and Sage for pioneering that idea into action in 1984. And I think every year we've just built upon what Hypebeast have done in the past, and we have always owned up to that. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, you know, just saying that you're part of a college dance group doesn't really communicate just how much time and effort all these people are putting into a show. For a lot of Hypebees, I think our level of commitment extends way beyond just dancing. We have members who are programming all of the lighting that goes into the show. We have members who are organizing photo and video shoots, and it all comes together ultimately for the 4 hours of pure excitement, joy, and doing what we love, which is dancing.
I think that nothing really beats the feeling of being on stage and performing with the group and really giving 200% to all of the work that we've put in for months and finally getting to perform.
I think one of the most amazing things about Hell Weeks and Hell Nights is that Hypebees are out here dancing only to come home at like 2 or 3 a.m. and then finish their class assignments. And that just goes to show the dedication and the passion that all of us have to, you know, making a show the best that it could possibly be.
I had choreographed for the last set in the show, and it ended up being the last piece to close it out. It was a very hard piece, trying to put it all together and trying to teach it and trying to make sure that it was clean was really stressful leading up to show. But the moment that we were in it at show, doing the magnets choreo, it came together so perfectly. It was everything that I wanted it to be in the moment, and I think that there's nothing like having your vision come fully to fruition in the moment when you need it most, and I think I'll always have that as one of my favorite memories.
Just before the show starts, the president traditionally gives us all a speech. For a few minutes, we reflect on the surreal journey that has led us to this moment, the countless hours that we spent in rehearsals, meetings, and production shoots. Then, the president closes with our team chant, reminding us that all there's left to do is have fun and leave everything on stage. A whole year is spent painstakingly preparing, rehearsing, and stressing over just 4 hours on stage. Yet, what's most powerful about the message, leave everything on the stage, is that it ignores those details. It redirects our thoughts away from the struggles of yesterday and the withdrawals of tomorrow to just the present.
college memories, and I can't remember a damn class I took, can't remember a damn test or anything, but I remember being with this amazing group of people day in and day out.
It'll always be my day.
Hype was this amazingly creative space where people came together from all different backgrounds and experiences and could like share their art and their ideas and really push themselves to be creative through dance in really new and interesting ways.
I can pride myself on the fact that I feel like my style is a fusion of so many different people's influences, and you know, that's just what comes with being a product of being a member of Hype.
I think my experience in Hype has been like a journey, because at first we weren't that close, but throughout the semester and especially during Hell Weeks and boot camp, we got really close. And now I feel like it's a family and we all help each other to improve our dances.
The one thing that everyone seems to love just like a little bit more, and it's gonna sound so cheesy, is each other.
Hype is always a family, whether you've graduated or not. It's anyone in Hype is someone that you can reach out to if you need something. It's a great support group to have and a great place just to kind of be yourself and express yourself and let that expression be celebrated.
It really is a family and a community that I've always been able to rely on. And not only that, but Hype has really seen me through my growth, not only as a dancer, but also just as a person during my time at Penn. And I think that's something really valuable that not many people are able to have during their time at Penn.
I think half of the time it's really like the most random people, and then you come together, and I feel like once you're in Hype, like there's like a part of your heart that like is designated to Hype.
There's just this really incredible energy when you're around Hypebees. Like, I don't care what I've been going through throughout the day. Like, I could have had one of the worst days of my life, but the moment I step into practice and I feel that Hype love and Hype energy, like, it makes you forget everything bad.
And although it's super hard sometimes, you know, Hell Weeks are draining and maybe you don't want to go to a practice after a long day of classes, but in the end, it's always the people and it's always the energy that keeps me going every single time that I go to practice and every single time that I, you know, perform for a show.
I think I walked in on one of Jean's pieces and it just looked so good. And in that moment, my entire mood just shifted. I just became overwhelmed with how proud I was to be part of Hype and just how happy I was to be part of a team that I could go from having a bad day to walking into the rehearsal and just like immediately it all went away.
Because we hang out together a lot, because we practice together a lot, I feel like we have that really strong foundation, and I'm really excited to see what we do for the next 4 years.
Being able to create new pieces or just session freely with friends, just like putting it in, like creating dope stuff, was just so hard to forget. It's I cherish it till this day. And then of course getting that good old mashed potato, chicken fingers, mac and cheese bowl from Wawa afterwards. Oh yeah.
They call me Jay Wood because I'm in the hood and I'm looking good. Yeah, you understood.
cycle, cause I ride a bicycle. It's a bicycle. Yeah.
Such a beautiful sight.